My sister got pregnant by my fiance, and my family decided to defend her because she was younger. So I got my revenge in the cruelest way possible. I was 29, wedding in 6 weeks, venue booked, dress altered, 180 guests confirmed, 2 years of planning, everything perfect. Then Sunday dinner happened. Emma, my 24-year-old sister, stood up mid-dessert and announced she was pregnant, 4 months along, with Jake, my fiance of 3 years. I remember my fork hitting the plate, my mother gasping, Emma's face completely blank. No guilt, no shame, just defiance. My father told me to calm down when I started screaming. My mother kept saying, "Let's be rational." Emma sat there, hand on her stomach, waiting for the attention she knew was coming. Within 24 hours, my parents completely flipped. Everything became about supporting Emma. She was young, vulnerable, scared. Those were their exact words about the person who destroyed my life. Jake called 47 times that night. I blocked him after one voicemail where he said it just happened. 4 months of sleeping with my sister doesn't just happen. 2 weeks later, my mother asked if Emma could use my wedding venue since I paid deposits, and it would be a waste to cancel everything. I said absolutely not. They did it anyway. 3 months later, Emma walked down the aisle at my venue, pregnant, wearing white, using my florist, my caterer, my photographer, my menu, my color scheme, everything I'd planned. My parents paid for all of it. The same parents who said money was tight for my wedding. Only 4 relatives refused to attend. Everyone else smiled and posted photos like this was normal. That's when I remembered something important. My grandmother died when I was 26. Her will named me executor of her $2.3 million estate with complete discretion over distribution to family. Nobody had pushed about it. The money sat in trust, earning interest. But they'd made plans, big plans. Emma expected $400,000. My parents expected $500,000. Emma and Jake were house hunting in expensive neighborhoods with good schools. My parents booked Mediterranean cruises and looked at lake houses. I scheduled a meeting with the estate lawyer. We spent 3 hours reviewing the will's language. Complete discretion meant exactly that. I could distribute however I wanted as long as family got something. I rewrote everything that afternoon. Emma, $50,000. My parents, $75,000 total. The rest went to my 4 cousins who actually checked on me, my aunt who boycotted Emma's wedding, and a women's shelter for betrayed partners. The lawyer sent certified letters 2 weeks before Emma's due date. Legal documents, no room for negotiation. My father called within an hour, screaming about contesting it. I calmly reminded him the will was ironclad. 3 lawyers had reviewed it. Nothing to contest. Emma called next, sobbing. She'd been pre-approved for a mortgage based on expected inheritance. Now she'd raise a baby in a 1-bedroom apartment with a cheater. My mother tried everything. Guilt, anger, bargaining. She offered to apologize, to make things right, to admit they'd handled everything wrong. Too late. Money distributed, paperwork filed, done. How could you do this to your own family? She demanded. The same way you used my wedding plans for Emma, the same way you chose her over me without hesitation. You taught me family means nothing when it's inconvenient. You told me to be the bigger person, to get over it. I got over it. I got over having a family that betrays me. Now you live with your consequences, exactly like you told me to live with mine. I hung up, blocked their numbers, slept better than I had in months. 6 months later, Emma and Jake broke up. Raising a baby in a cramped apartment with no money and a foundation built on betrayal doesn't work. Shocking. My parents tried reaching out twice through relatives. I never responded. Last I heard, they're both still working full-time. Retirement indefinitely postponed. Emma lives with them now. All 3 crammed in that house with a toddler, barely making ends meet. I took my inheritance share and bought a downtown condo. Found a man who understands loyalty. And I sleep perfectly every night knowing sometimes the cruelest revenge is simply letting people live with exactly what they chose. They wanted me to accept consequences? Done. Now they accept theirs. And I'd make the same choice again without hesitation.